Ed Gale, the man inside Chucky and Howard the Duck, dies at 61. A cult legend bows out. In a world where most actors chase the spotlight, Ed Gale was the man inside the costume, the soul behind the doll, and the quiet force that helped breathe life into some of Hollywood's weirdest, wildest, and most wonderful creations. On Tuesday, the cult icon and beloved character actor died in Los Angeles at the age of 61, leaving behind a legacy that's part Hollywood lore, part Comic-Con gold, and all heart. Known to fans as the guy in the suit, whether it was a quacking alien in Howard the Duck or the sinister doll in Child's Play, Gale was the kind of actor who didn't need to show his face to be unforgettable. His impact on screen was larger than life, even if he stood just over 4 feet tall. His niece, Kay's Gale, broke the news with a bittersweet and very Ed-like tribute on Facebook. It is with a heavy heart and a surprisingly light coffin that we announce the sudden passing of our uncle, Ed Gale. Ed Gale has taken his final bow and is now headlining in the afterlife. It's exactly the kind of humor Gale was known for. Wry, irreverent, and totally unfiltered. From $41 and a dream to Hollywood cult. Hero Ed Gale's Hollywood journey was a classic underdog story, literally and metaphorically. Born in Plainwell, Michigan, he hitched a ride to California at just 20 years old with only $41 in his pocket and an outsized dream. No entourage, no backup plan, just raw ambition and a passion for entertainment. And like any great origin story, it didn't take long before Gale landed his big break in a duck suit. That's right. Howard the Duck, the George Lucas-produced oddball adaptation of the Marvel comic, marked Gale's cinematic debut. Though the film was critically panned at the time, it has since earned a cult following, and Gale's physical performance in the clunky animatronic suit helped make Howard oddly lovable in a "what did I just watch?" kind of way. That same fearless commitment to offbeat roles would become a hallmark of Gale's career. The man behind the monster, Chucky. If Howard the Duck was Gale's strange start, Child's Play was his sinister coming-out party. Gale physically portrayed the iconic killer doll Chucky in multiple entries of the franchise, including Child's Play 2 and Bride of Chucky. Though Brad Dourif provided the menacing voice, it was Gale's work inside the costume, crawling, contorting, slashing, that gave Chucky his eerie, almost too human movement. He wasn't just acting, he was conjuring horror. At a time when practical effects still ruled the day, Gale helped redefine what a horror villain could look and move like. His contributions made Chucky not just a toy gone rogue, but a genre-defining icon. A face rarely seen, a presence always felt beyond. Chucky and Howard, Gale popped up all over pop culture like an Easter egg only real fans could spot. He played Tasha the dinosaur in the cult favorite TV reboot Land of the Lost, appeared in the screwball comedy Tiptoes opposite Matthew McConaughey, and had Blink and You'll Miss It cameos in My Name is Earl, Baywatch, Third Rock from the Sun, and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. He was even in the Coen brothers' Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And once turned up in Friday the 13th, the series. If a show or movie from the late 80s to early 2000s needed a character actor with range, presence, and a unique edge, Gale was on speed dial. A legacy of laughter, horror, and heart. In a Hollywood obsessed with blockbusters and box office numbers, Ed Gale carved out a different kind of fame. The kind that lives in VHS memories, convention halls, and late-night reruns. He wasn't chasing Oscars. He was building cult status, one bizarre, brilliant role at a time. For fans of practical effects and old-school creature features, Gale's passing marks the end of an era. He was one of the last true character actors who didn't need a close-up to make an impression. He let the work and the costume then speak for themselves. Now, as fans rewatch Child's Play with fresh tears or smile at the absurdity of Howard the Duck, Ed Gale's legacy lives on. Part horror legend, part comedy king, all heart. So here's to the man who made monsters move, who gave Rubber Suit soul, and who turned cult cinema into something worth celebrating. Rest in power, Ed. The afterlife just got a whole lot weirder, and probably a lot more fun.